Hey, I'm the Van Pilgrim, and I'm currently in the process of transforming a Mercedes Sprinter van into my new home on wheels. I'm hoping to explore the world, discover new places, and find a bit of myself in the process. I'm really hoping you can all join me too. But first, I have a van to build. Hey guys, welcome back to England. For those of you that didn't see, I was in Iceland for the last week and I had the most amazing time. If you haven't seen the travel episode, the 7 days around Iceland, check it out below. But in the meantime, I am back with the van. I've got it under cover because there's a little bit of weather in the air and I'm wanting to spray paint the trimmings and all that sort of stuff today and carry on where I left off. And where I left off was a slightly disastrous note, but maybe a little bit over dramatic from my part. I went back, I spoke to Richard from the paint shop that I used, and it turns out the reason why there was the scratches around the holes was because I stupidly used the wax oil before I put the stone shield on. Well, that was just so I went back and spoke to him. He said it's definitely using the right stuff. It takes a while to harden properly. Give it maybe another coat and just spray it with the scratches I've already done. So drama over. Now I've got a few things I want to do. Obviously today I need to do, like I said, paint the trimmings same color as around the bottom, and I've got to use an adhesion primer as you saw in the last episode. So I've got to give that a go. I have the swivel seat base, which I want to put in to the front seat, and hopefully they've got the right screws because I don't. I have no idea where to get them from. And I also have the windows. That's the big one. I am so nervous about doing that because if I don't get that right, I could write off my whole van, and that is definitely not something to be shirked at. So I have that on the agenda. However, there is one thing that I really want to do. I want to get this van match fit as soon as I possibly can, because as you've all seen over in Ukraine at the moment, it is an absolute shame and travesty what is occurring out there. And I saw an article online the other day. I really wanted to find a way of being able to help because I'm free, and I thought, why not? I got a bit of inspiration where someone from the Swan Inn in Midhurst decided it was a good idea to fill however many vans with aid to go and help the Ukrainian refugees that are flooding over the border and drive it all the way to deliver to them directly. And I thought, you know what? I have a van. It needs to be match fit, obviously, and I really want to do as much as I can to help the Ukrainian people and help aid them in any which way I can. So I am planning to get this van as match fit as I possibly can, as soon as I possibly can, to fill it with aid to drive it all the way to the Poland and Ukraine border. But if you're seeing this and you have a van and you have some space and you have some time, do the same. Help in any which way you can, even if it's volunteering at your local embassy or local humanitarian aid group. Do as much as you can. There's so much we can do from the West to help out those that are being persecuted and attacked. And I really believe that if we all club together, we can really make this easier on the Ukrainian people. So hopefully I get this all done. I'm going to do it as quickly as I can. And if you're seeing this and I'm on my way to Ukraine, feel free to drop a message, DM, comment, and we'll see if we can all team up and lend a hand. See you in a bit. That's all the trimmings all finally sprayed. I'm just going to let them dry. It's a little bit wet outside, so give them a bit of extra time. Whilst I wait for that, I'm going to try and stick in the swivel seat base. I got this bad boy from Jennings Seats online. I'll pop a link in the description for you. It's not the cheapest by any means, but they are pretty simple to install. I hope I've got the right one, and let's go ahead and do it. Excellent. They're all in German. Seat right. Lift it. Hey. Oh, I'm a bit stuck. Right. Hey. We have a swivel seat. Finally. Something's gone right. I needed that. Time to go see how the trimmings are doing. Oh no. What's going on here? That's not meant to happen. Oh, for goodness sake, I did everything the same. Oh, really? I literally did everything exactly the same as I did the last one. Look how this one came out. Pretty good, alright? Nice colour, even. Really? What in the world has happened? Oh, for God's sake. Right, let's try this again, shall we? Went back to the paint store, spoke to my friend Richard, and he said that the reason why they went all funny and oddly coloured was because it was something that occurs during cold conditions and damp conditions, and that is exactly what it was when I was painting the trimmings. I believe it's called blooming. So for those of you who are complete and utter amateurs like me, who have absolutely no bloody idea that this actually occurred, be mindful that when you're painting things or spray painting things, trimmings, the car, etc., do it in warm conditions. All of you who are experienced will be laughing at me right now because you'll be like, duh, and I'm like, why? I never knew that. So welcome to another program of I'll make all the mistakes so you don't have to. On that note, let's hope that I don't make another mistake right now, because I'm going to do it all over again. Mike going at it today. Really busy with that JCB. Right, I've finally done the spray painting. To be honest, it's not as good a job as I probably would have liked it to be, but I spent enough money on these for now. I can always take them off and do them again, but for now they look the part. So my next job, I'll go around with this stuff, some sealant. I've got to fill or just add a little O-ring around every single one of these little clip-ins to give it a nice seal so that water doesn't get in there in the future. It's one of the easiest ways that water gets in and starts rusting the van from the inside, so I'm trying to make sure that I don't do that. It also keeps it nice and airtight as well. So let's get cracking. I'm finally done, I think. I hope so. I don't think there's anything more I need to do, but I have no idea. I'm just gonna go with it for now. It's looking pretty sick, yeah. I finally rectified my mistake of pretty much screwing everything up, really. Like I said, with the stone shield, I sorted that all out. I basically just needed to respray it again and sort some trust that it was going to work. I kind of gave it just one more coat just to be sure, and it's working pretty well. And then for the trimmings, I basically sanded them all back down and resprayed them, reapplied the stuff. they're a little bit coarse, so obviously I might have to add a little bit of a, you know, either a wax coating or a sealant or something like that, I'm sure, at some stage. But for now, they work pretty well. Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't really be getting so excited about trimming because, you know, there's far more important things. But it's gonna look sick. I need to do the wheels. Yeah. Black out rims, baby. And then I am going to tackle the hardest job of all. Well, I say the hardest job. It's probably really easy, but I am panicking because I want to do the windows and I don't want to ride off my van. And that's the next job on the list for me. So stay tuned, wish me luck, and fingers crossed. Hey guys, welcome back to another day of my camper van conversion. Before I start off today, I just want to give a shout out to everyone that has gotten in touch with me so far about donating aid. If you haven't seen it so far, I'll pop a link to my Just Giving page just down below. If you really feel like you want to help donate, please do. I went to a friend's 30th last night and she got everyone rallied around, and I thank you so much to her for doing it. But we've managed to collect, it's a small amount at the moment, but it's something, and that's going to obviously shove that all in with a whole heap of other stuff that's going to be collected at some points up in London. And every little bit of this, I'm telling you now, is going to go and make such a big difference to someone's life out in Ukraine, who've had to seek refuge. And please, if you want to help out, you want to get involved, please donate, get in touch, leave a comment down below and I'll try and get in touch with you. But the plan is at the moment to try and drive the big boy, girl, whatever, to the Poland-Ukraine border and see if I can potentially take some stuff over. If I can't, what I'll do is I'll buy a load of stuff in Poland with the donations that I get from you guys and go and distribute it where it's needed, and if needed, be a bit of a taxi service, because there's got enough room in the van for people that need to go and find shelter at other people's houses who've very kindly offered up rooms and so on and so forth. So that's the plan for this week, and then obviously to come back at some stage next week, and once we've got licenses and boxed up all the items and labeled them correctly to get them through customs, we can go and bring the actual physical aid that everyone's donated. So if you feel it's in you to get involved, please get in touch. But in the meantime, I've got a couple of things I want to do. Obviously, I've finished off painting the trims. I want to paint the rims. And then I think I might be calling in the cavalry later on this afternoon to get started on the windows, and I am nervous, but fingers crossed. Let's crack on. Look what the cat dragged in. For everyone who doesn't know, this is Ray, this is my mum's husband. He's going to be the handyman for today, and that is my mother. Hello, Mum.
Oh, hello.
You saying hello to everyone?
Yes, hello, everybody.
This is Vivian.
This is me.
And those are my sister's young pups,
Oh,
who are
she's a young
very,
mama.
very excited.
Everlasting love, so much to go around.
I know.
You'll have to get used to it,
Oh,
Mum.
goodness. I got really, popular.
I've moved the van to the inside because it is very windy and I'm going to be spraying the wheels, so yeah, it just gives us a bit of shelter. The minions are slaving away. It's about time I got someone else to do something around here.
And I can't touch the floor.
That's it, putting the parents to good use.
I can't keep anymore. Are we
Yes, get used to being on camera, Mum.
Oh, no, I'm not getting with this. I'm just helping you out a little bit.
Exactly.
So I can at least have some driving.
No chance.
make me drive around? Everlasting love, so much to
Woo!
I did it.
Be careful, it doesn't stop.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Swivel seat. Don't get too comfortable.
I like to be comfortable.
I if I let you go.
No, this
I'm allowed to cuss. Okay?
no, you're not. Absolutely
If I
not.
mess this up, I'll be effing and blinding.
Well,
so-
it'll be off record.
Are we ready?
Yes, we are. We do believe in
Oh
you.
my lord, okay. Oh wow.
First one done. Of course, it's good.
Oh man.
Okay,
If I screw this up, at least I can replace the door.
exactly.
I can't believe I've just drilled a hole in the van. It's just so it doesn't make sense in the Winston.
It's not taking forever.
This is too stressful. Okay. I think we're just going to drill holes with the larger one at different points around, so we can just guide it to connect the dots. Because it's nice to have a big hole, but this is just not really working when we can. So, plan C.
In my mouth is a desert, running dry on the tip of my tongue. I can taste your lies, how to measure the love you throw around. I could never hold you down.
So I've now got a giant hole in my van, which is a very frightening prospect. I think I've done all right. There's a couple of little jaggedy bits which I'm hoping I'll just file down with the metal file, and once I've got the little rubber lining going around the outside, that will kind of even it all out, I hope. I also have to use Hammerite and get rid of all the filings on the inside here. And then I should be able to stick the window out. I'm not going to do it tonight, probably tomorrow morning now, because it's a bit dark and I'm on my own now. Okay, it's very well went off. So, in that case, I'll see you mañana.
I can't keep any.
Good morning. It's a nice, lovely day. It's a bit cold, actually, to be fair, but I have a giant hole in my van that needs covering with a brand new window, so I best crack on.
Look at that, that's sick! Alright, I've got to leave that there for about 3 hours and not move it. And hopefully it stays. If not, you'll hear about it. Look at this for an absolute touch. I have a window. I think I'm going to conclude this episode here. I've done a fair amount, but also
nothing necessarily substantial. I've also rectified a few mistakes as well. I know the window was maybe looking like a bit of a hodgepodge job, but it's in, isn't it? It works. I've got a lot to go, obviously, and I have a lot more to do to the inside, which we will get there. But in the meantime, please, 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 I know I've mentioned this already, the whole reason I got this window in and I got this sort of all ready to go, I'm heading off to the Poland-Ukraine border with everything that's going on. I think they need as much help as they can get. There's refugees pouring over the border as we speak. I've gotten a load of my mates and a load of people on social media to donate aid, and they have been very kind in doing so already. We will obviously also need some cash donations, so if you have it in you, I've popped the Just Giving link down below. We're going to obviously need some money for fuel, and getting there, and obviously using that to buy stuff when we're in Poland, because potentially this is going to be an empty van trip when we get over, just because of licenses. So if you have it in you and you see this and you haven't donated already, please, 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 everything, every little penny will go a very long way. So thank you in advance, and thanks for watching. I know it's a hodgepodge job at the moment, but it's starting to look a little bit more like a camper van on the outside. In the meantime, I will see you next week.